This is Unit 9, Day 1, Notes Part 2, and we've already done the front and part of the back. And now we're going to do these little overlapping triangles, and these are probably the ones where it starts getting the trickiest, because there's a lot of different ways that we could ask this question, where we give you one little part and we're looking for another little part. So they can get a little tricky, so you have to be really careful with them, and I do suggest that you use colors to help you out on these. And what you want to think every time is that I've got a small triangle and I've got a big triangle. So I'm just going to go through and mark my small triangles, and I really suggest you do the same thing. So you can really see the small triangle and the big triangle in each one. So when I set these up, I'm still doing it the same way. If I look at this, W is this side of the orange one, and it goes with 12, which is this side of the blue one. Then this side of the orange one is 16. But what is this whole side of the blue one? Well, this whole side, I'd have to add these together to get that this whole side is 20. Notice that I'm not even using this 4 here, because I used the 4 to add on to get the whole side. Then cross multiply, and you get that W is 9.6. The next one is kind of similar to this. I can use 16, that's this side of the orange one, but it's not 22 that I'm going to put on bottom, because 22 is just this little part here. I need the whole length of this side to get the blue one. So this side is really 38. So 16 goes with 38, like 17 goes with X. Cross multiply to get your answer, and you get 40.375. In this blue one, here I'm looking for this, so I can set this up and I can do X is the side of the orange one, goes with 31, that's the side of the blue one. And then 12 is this side of the orange one, and it goes with this whole side of the blue one. So again, I have to add these together to get that that's 20 for that side there. Cross multiply and we get 18.6. Now, I want you to draw in 3 more triangles at the bottom of your page and work these out, because these are 3 that showed up on the homeworks that a lot of people were finding tricky. So let's do this one first. So first, pause the video, copy these down, then come back to the notes. Okay, so on this first one, I'm still going to go through and mark these with my colors like I did on the previous ones. So on this one, when I set this one up as 2, that's the little side of the orange one. But what's this whole side of the blue one here? It doesn't have something written there. But just like I added these together and I wrote 20 there, I can make this whole side of the blue one. And I can look for that side. Just pick your favorite letter and make that side your favorite variable. I'm going to pick A. So 2 is the orange one, goes with A. And then that's 14 here. Oh, I'm sorry, this should be 4 here. 4 here goes with 12 here. Then you can easily cross multiply, and you get that this is 6. A equals 6. But I wasn't looking for what A was. I wanted to know what just X is. Well, if this out here is 6, then that means that X is just equal to 4. I'd take and say this is 6. 6 minus 2 gives us 4 for the part I was really looking for. Here's your hint. This is like number 12 and number 13 on your in-class assignment. So if you get stuck on number 12 and 13, come back and look at this. The whole trick is that you draw this extra part in here and label it with a variable, and that's what you do first. Then you go back and subtract to get the part you're really looking for. Okay, this next one, here, it tells me 2 goes with X. 2 is the orange part, X is the big part. But the mistake that's easy to say is to say 6 over 9. But notice that the 2 here is at this little triangle, and the 6 is here at this bottom part. So first I have to subtract to find this side of the orange one is 3. So that's 3 over 9. If we cross multiply, we get X is 6 on this one. And then finally, this one has a shortcut. I might be able to figure out that this side of the orange one is 6, but I don't know anything about this side of the orange one here, and I don't know that side of the orange one. So I can't set up a proportion with the orange one. So this one is a trick. I can just use this bottom part here, just this bottom part. 2 goes with 8, like 3 goes with x. And then cross multiply to solve that one. And that gives us x is 12.